Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Ultimate General Civil War. I know it has been some time, but I think the wait is over. Let's get back into it because we have the Battle of Fredericksburg coming up now. A grand battle. It's a big one, multiple phases, multiple, days, all that sort of stuff. So it'll probably be a good handful of episodes long. So I spent some time here in the camp. I basically used most of my funds, even though I still have a lot of recruits left. I've used up a lot of my money on weapons and whatnot. So I have pretty much 3 full corps. That's about what I could muster, though more would be nice, but it is what it is. So let's come along. Let's get to Fredericksburg and begin, shall we? The date is December 11th, 1862. The government presses us to cross the Rappahannock River and march upon Richmond. The town of Fredericksburg offers a suitable ground to prepare for the crossing, because the rail lines can keep our army well supplied. Bureaucratic procedures delayed the arrival of the necessary pontoon bridges, giving Lee precious time to reinforce the area and begin fortifying his positions. While our engineers try to build the bridges, they are being continuously harassed by Confederate sharpshooters, delaying us even more. On December 11th, our army is finally able to cross the Rappahannock. On the other side, the whole Confederate Army of Northern Virginia awaits entrenched, occupying the heights south of town. So there used to be an initial phase where you had to cross into the town. That's why it says only 2,800 soldiers, but in the mod that skips that. So we're going to have 1st Corps here, 2nd listed as main attack, 3rd as 2nd wave. So that puts us at 78,500 soldiers with 273 guns. So this will skip, and then we'll get to the actual meat of the battle. So we're just gonna hit skip because that this part doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so just start. There we go. We have secured the town of Fredericksburg. All right, so past that. All right, now we get into it. All right. So we outgunned them. It says they have 251 guns, so we do have 22 more. However, they have about 500 more soldiers. So we are outnumbered technically, and we're on the attack against Confederate forces in good defensive positions. So lovely, right? So now the date is the 13th, actually. The remaining Confederates that were defending the town have withdrawn to the heights. On December 12th, a large part of our army crossed to the other side and secured the riverbank. Today we begin our attack. Indeed. Today we are ready to advance. You should concentrate your forces to attack Prospect Hill. Watch out for the rebel cavalry masking their right side. So, yes, this battle actually starts down in the southern portion here towards Prospect Hill. I don't have to take it right away. And honestly, I don't really want to try and push in. I'm hoping that we can at least entice some Confederates to come out, and hopefully we can damage as many as we can. But going into these woods, not ideal. And if I know correctly, they have just an insane amount of cavalry down in these woods, and that's just not a place we want to be if we can help it. So, all right, so let's slide all these soldiers down as much as possible. All right, and then we do have some artillery, and then we do have a couple of cavalry. Hopefully, if I'm lucky, if we get some, if they send some infantry brigades out, hopefully we can pop them with our cavalry. Who knows? Maybe get lucky with some captures or shatters. I'll take shatters, though I would, of course, prefer captures, right? And then, my goodness, look at that. 24 brigades up here that we're going to have to deal with. And move over. Though, I think a lot of these... Alright. Goodness. Alright, move a lot of them up here like this. And then we're going to have to pull them down. Once the big battle begins. So a lot of positioning. Alright, alright, so we'll figure that out. Forlorn Hope will bring you around as well. Alright. Okay, I think we're ready, so let's begin the battle, but then pause. Alright, so I have this first line. Wow, that's actually more troops already right there than I thought. Alright, some batteries. Alright, get moving. I did bring one of my snipers, my 2-star sniper down here with me. I guess time will tell whether that was wise or not. Okay. I'm going to select all of these batteries. Not sure. Because I do want some troops in position. Alright, for now, let's just move these batteries down here. Now, a lot of these soldiers, I don't know how much I'm going to actively fight with them for now. Because I do want some... Oh, my lord. Okay. Alright, just come down. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's start moving. Because I want to be able... Because these maps will eventually open up. And if your troops are close enough, they'll usually get drugged into that phase. If otherwise... And when I say open up, I shouldn't say open up necessarily. Like, oh, it'll open up and you can just freely move everyone back and forth. Not necessarily true. Sometimes they have to actually be close to the next phase border in order to participate in that opening up. So, what worries me the most is these cavalry units. I really want to try and watch myself on that one. Alright, these are 18. Alright, that's at least Lorenz's. That's also 1842. So not ideal. Alright, let's speed it up momentarily. So like I said, my hope is I really hope that they'll send some infantry up to attack me. Alright. Did I move Forlorn Hope? I did not. Alright, Forlorn Hope, come on down. Where's the Lorenz guy? Oh, he's got Tyler, Texas. So Burnside, why don't you come over here as well? Who's not moving? You two. Alright. I would like some, maybe some reserves. Alright, so someone's already shown up on the map here. Guess I could break off a couple skirmishers to get some vision, and like I said, maybe, if I'm lucky, pull them in. I might be too far back though, but we might have to do some inching forward potentially. Alright, sniper. I'm hoping with your range you'll be able to get some shot. I'll see, look, there's one already right here. Look, 862. And that's a split unit too. Look, one shot ran my skirmishers right out. Alright, the firing has begun. Gonna kind of walk a little line up here. probably only going to do this phase for today. Alright, if I pop out, can I see anything with some skirmishers if you're popped out? There's someone sitting right there. Of course, there's a lot of them. Alright, Slocum, so why don't you just head on back. Why can't I reattach you? Too close to the enemy, maybe? But what scares me, though, if Baxter is rushed and I can't defend him, I'm in big trouble. Big trouble, right? Alright, we got some guns starting to set up. Where's shooting? Ah, you're shooting. Good. So like I said, I'm hoping you can inflict some damage as much as possible, please. Just sit there and fire away. Alright, so far, no movement from troops. Like I said, my goal isn't to assault Prospect Hill. Probably would be a bad idea to do so. Oh shoot, he's been seen. He's getting shot already. That's not what I want. See, look. These cavalry are good. Alright, slow moving for sure. We are getting some shots off on him, though. I think I might grab a couple more infantry brigades. Come on, please send some infantry down. Alright, reattach you. Come on, please attack. Alright, at least Baxter, you've gotten back under concealment. Maybe if I just get all the way here into the edge to the woods. Dang, I was hoping someone would be coming out right now. So far, no dice. Yeah, we need to keep these batteries up as close as possible. Alright, Baxter, good. You're hidden. Alright, look, we see one. There you go. Fire away, but stay hidden. That's the key. Who was left behind? Oh, some supply. Yeah, Phelps and Siegfried are coming around. So it won't be much, but yeah, I mean, he's only getting a few kills per round. Not ideal. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, he's got a split. He's got a split. Dang, did they do that on purpose? My goodness. Well, this is not great. I was hoping some troops would be coming out by now, and that has not occurred. Oh, you're too far back. It's never gonna do any good. Alright, we might have to go to 2 times speed here. Look at that. What did you get? Like a couple kill? Let's see. Alright, let's get... You're at 55 kills now. Let's see what a volley gets you. Come on. Only 9. Only 9 kills a volley is not great. Well, I guess we can just shell the heck out of them, if nothing else. What do you have, Burnside? You got Tyler, Texas's. Oh wow, that whole skirmisher unit. Of course, now we're the ones getting shelled. So far, a little disappointing. Not doing what I want them to. Look, there's a battery right there. I don't really have any of my good long range stuff here, though. Admittedly. They haven't moved at all. Weird. Oh, we knocked him down to eager. Look at that. Unfortunately, they're just shelling me when I have one 10-pounder here, but I'm afraid if I move Burnside anymore, he's going to start getting popped. Maybe I can move this 12-pounder on him. Come on. That did almost nothing. Wow. Alright, don't move anymore. Don't move anymore. I mean, a 12-pounder shot from not that far away. Got 1 kill. That is not gonna do it. Wow. Son of a gun. Well, at least Burnside's here. He's already up to 30 kills. Well, we'll just work him down. I mean, this is... Alright, I mean, the only other time I did this, they were sending brigades at me, and I was at least was able to get some, you know, working them down some, but that is not happening here, and that stinks. Because it was really helping whittle down his troops. It was definitely putting me in the plus. Alright, well, we're working down Lee here. But he's just like one of 8 cavalry over here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave weak skirmishers here. Let me move weeks just a tad. Well, at this rate, we will get into Mary's Heights before we know it. This is going a lot differently than the only other time I've played around here. So pretty wild, actually. Good job, Burnside. Pop him. Yeah, Sedgwick is kind of Sedgwick and Sykes is kind of taking the shots for the team, but it's not overly. Jeez, the ammo was already that low on this unit. Wow. Not ideal. Not exactly what we want. He's still super confident, which stinks. But, you know, if maybe we can kind of turn this edge, but these guys really can pack a punch, unfortunately. Hey, supply wagon. What you doing out here? Ugh. But I'm just gonna play it out now. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Now I kind of wish maybe I had used that other one, though I took a lot of casualties on this right. But they even had one of their batteries out here we were able to take out, and they were just tossing troops against my a line I had created, and I was able to shatter some. And that is not happening here. What do you have? Oh, you only got 8 Springfields. Or you have Lorenz's, though, so actually Weeks... I'm going to pull you back. Try and bring Cook up. Maybe someone with a little more range. I mean, a lot of these... Well, whoever the batteries are firing in here, I hope they're getting some kills. Otherwise, I mean, look, these two are still fully filled out. And I really want to kind of neuter these cavalry for later. For when they're moving troops all around. Alright, Burnside's getting some good kills. Want that supply wagon. Sad. Computer not doing what I want him to do this time. That's how it goes, huh? How is he still steady? I would think he would have ran off by now. With how many losses he's taken. There we go. Now he's starting to waver. Cook, I don't think you're in range of anybody. Are these all... Okay, you have Lorenz's. Alright, there. I got some guys with some Lorenz's back here. Looks like Cook is just out of range. Oh, no, he can shoot someone now. There you go. Overwhelming firepower. Let's see if we can concentrate as many. Can you hit Lee? I'd rather you hit Lee so we can push him out. There you go. Okay, we totally melted him, so that's even better. How is Baxter seen? We just removed that whole unit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up, back up. Back up. That's why he moved a whole... Holy smokes. Alright, good. Oh, darn it. He was hidden again for a second. Alright, there we go. We got a couple brigades firing at once here. Plus the snipers, of course. Plus the 12-pounders. But see how... Oh, we haven't taken any loss here, actually. Alright, everybody fire. Another Lee brigade here. Oh, and just like that, here comes another one. He's like they're like cycling. Alright, so removing that first cavalry brigade that was here has kind of woken them up a little bit, huh? Look how many are back here. I just saw 4 right here. 5, 6. They're all in the 800s. That's just crazy. Crazy time. How am I still seen? There you go. Fire away, I guess. There you go. Oh, back up. It looks like he's like doing a cycle or something here. I don't know what he's doing. But fire, fire, fire. As much as you can. Tilly, can we move you up just a little bit? Oh, you got Springfields also. Oh, we can't see this unit? He's right in front of us. Alright, careful, Tilly. Alright, we're starting to put some hurting on these cav. I mean, these are really good units. I mean, they're all 2-star cavalry units. Not something we want to be fooling around with if as much as possible. Can we scoot up just a little bit? Alright, stop. Stop. Yeah, Lily's not getting any firing on because he's got those gosh darn 1842s. I don't know how they're able to keep hiding. Especially when I have, you know, plus 50% spotting. I guess they're just able to perfectly hide in these darn woods. There you go. There you go. Put some shooting on them. There. Alright, so now they can't hide here anymore. I moved them up enough. Ooh, Sedgwick. Ouch. Oh, and he's got 1861s. Gosh, darn it. Oh no, Sedgwick has Lorenz's. It is what it is. There you go. Just keep firing. All right, let's go back to 2 times speed because... All right, Siegfried is almost here. I want Siegfried here instead of Lily if possible. He's got a little bit more range. So Lily, pull back. Siegfried, stop. Uh-oh. Cavalry's starting to shoot back a little more than I'd like now. Good shooting there. Well done. Lily, keep pulling back. Make sure so Siegfried can be firing. There you go with his rifles. Alright. Excellent. So we got in a decent little firing mechanic here. Cook. Oh, you have Springfields too, but a little dangerous maybe, but I'm going to see if we can just get along the line. You never know, they might get close enough and get some shots off. Alright, Colonel Adrian Bates was wounded. Fire, fire, fire. And remember, of course, the lower and smaller they get, you know, their morale takes more hits, etc., etc. And they become easier and easier to push off. Burnside's done well. Alright, don't get too crazy now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I like that they're moving around instead of sitting and firing it out with me. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cavalry brigades that I can see here. And I already destroyed 1. So that there was 10. I mean, tell me what I'm supposed to do with that. Tell me what I'm supposed to do with that. I know this isn't a super exciting frontal assault or maneuvering here, but I think it's necessary. All right, we've routed him. Remember, you know, keep damaging that morale. It becomes easier and easier for them to rout. And then thus destroy. Cook, what do you got? Yeah, you got Lorenz's. Good. Well, that was a missed opportunity. How did you not get any shots off? There you go. Alright. Oh. Careful now. Yeah, this is a little buggy. You know, this is a little lucky that he doesn't seem to know what to do with them currently. Alright, Cook has not been able to get any shots off, so I'm going to maybe be a tad more aggressive with him. Lily, back him up. Weeks, take that spot. If Cook had a better rifle, he probably could be hitting that. That's okay. Ammo. I was about to say, don't I have another card around here somewhere? I do. Here we go. Well, let's take a look at this. We've lost about 800 soldiers. I mean, they haven't lost that many. Of course, these are good soldiers. Is Sedgwick still just sitting here taking a beating? Yep. Well, there you go, Cook. Cook's gotten in on the action a little bit. So as many guns is firing as possible right now. Love it. Oh, this one actually is staying and firing a little bit. Wonder if I should move, get really wild, see if I can move him up a little bit closer. There you go, batteries. Fire into there. Really, really disappointed they didn't send a single infantry brigade here. That really sucks. I could have been killing them by the thousands as they tried to hit me. That means they'll be stronger for later. There you go, Cook. Alright, well, you're kind of taking a 1-for-1, so that's not great. Of course, Cook soldiers are more replaceable than his cavalry. His very nice cavalry. There we go. Keep it up. Keep it up. There you go. Rout them, baby. Because every time they come back, if they're only at steady and wavering, it only then takes a couple volleys to push them out. Just like that. There you go. Beautiful. Fire away, boys and girls. Baxter, you're up to almost 700 kills. Burnside also. Now, if only I could get them so that I was shooting them while they stood right there. They would be dropping like flies at that point. Nice. There you go. Keep doing that. Oh, that was a great shot. Unload, baby. Unload, 12-pounder. Oh, okay, that was like 10 kills for a whole round. Alright, Siegfried, I'm going to move you just a tad. Cook, I'm going to move you just a tad. Alright. Alright, well, Prospect Hill phase is almost done. Ooh, Siegfried took a little bit of a shot that time. There you go, 12-pounder. How are you doing? 161. You probably could be closer. There is so many of them. This guy looks like he's barely been touched. So is this one, Baker, back here, because they're still in the 800s. Though I see a couple that have gotten down to the 400s. Very nice. A couple in the 6s. That means they're getting hit. I probably should have already moved you up even closer too. That probably would have been wise. Alright. I wonder if I should have brought you up here as well. There's probably no time now. Alright, well, we've hurt their cavalry. Still a ton of it left though. Absolute ton. Assault upon Mary's Heights. Meanwhile, the attack at Mary's Heights is commencing. The rebels use the cover of a thick stone wall, and behind them there is a large number of cannons defending the hill. Your advance will cost the lives of many men. It is unavoidable. Well, I'm going to try to make it the least amount as possible. Anyway. All right, I will bring my snipers around. So, plan is get into the town. Here is the defensive line. That is not a line I want to run to. I'm going to try and go around here and get up on the side and then roll down. Get up and roll down and push. All right, push them down here. Don't want to do a whole lot of this. All right, so 24 pounds. So, all right. So we got this is my better artillery army, my first corps. Got a lot of my 20-pounders here. All right, and then I have all my troops, of course. Oh, my goodness. And they all have to get across the river. All right, start battle. So maybe we will play this out a little bit. So 12 pound. All right, these are all longer ranges, so kind of head to the back. 24 pounder, you're a little more up front. I'm going to pop some skirmishers here. Start kind of sending them around this way, perhaps. Okay. Also then need to send their actual parent units. You also need to get into the town. All right, then you two. So I got 2 more long-range batteries there. Short range a little bit closer. Get into the town. Get into the town. And then I do need to send some units out to the right as well. All right, let's begin. I don't really know who I've selected now at this point. All right, let's move it. Who got left behind? All right, so you, McGinnis, 1842s. Ugh. Put you in the town. McLaurin, also 1842's town. Kimless Brigade, I know you got something better. Yeah, Harper's Ferries, you go to the right. And then I do want to bring my, of course, my sniper. All right. Everyone moving, I think. Well, not the general. Oh, they have a lot more troops in the town than I thought. Whoops. Oh. 24 pounder. I did not realize there was troops in the town. Whoops. I feel stupid. And now it's too late. Son of a gun. Okay. Ah. I thought they were already all on the heights. That was dumb. That was dumb. Alright, well, I mean, now we've pushed them out, but still. That was probably a little costly. I think this 24 pounder got hit pretty hard. Run, run. Alright, speed up temporarily, or at least 2 times. Yeah, 64 men. I wonder if I lost any batteries. Probably. because that's a lot of men to lose at that point. All right, you guys can go ahead and scooch on out this way now. There you go. Hit those skirmishers. So we'll probably just play for a few minutes as we kind of get this set up. And then maybe save the rest of it for next. Well, at least the rest of the beginning of the assault. Yeah, there you go. Destroy him, please. Didn't quite get him totally destroyed. So he's just he's a detached skirmish. This is actually dedicated right there. All right. Iron Brigade, why don't you go out east too? I guess Wolverine, you're staying. There probably will be some attacks by him. All right, 24 pounder. All right. Hopefully not a ton, though. Well, actually, I mean, some would be fine. All right, let's make sure that we have a nice defensive line here. Alright, we're in the town pretty safely now. Excellent. There you go. Make sure that we have a nice strong line within the town so that if he does move troops against us, we can throw them back. There you go. Work them up. Work them up. Okay. Kind of want to try and stay to the edge as much as possible. There you go. Wreck these skirmishers. Ah, look at that. See? Perry is coming up. See, this is fine because he's going to be out in the open. Actually, don't fire. Yeah, there you go. Save your fire for Perry. We got 24 pounder that's going to hopefully hit him nicely here in a second. There you go. Grant, why don't you come down here? Might be nice to have another unit. These gosh dang skirmishers, man. That's okay. Good, he's already reloaded. Fire, fire, fire on Perry. He's a 3-star. Alright, I want to move you up just a little bit, please. Alright, so some of our batteries are starting to fire. I can't see any of theirs, though. That's what I really need my 20 pounders and my Whitworth and all that stuff to be working on. First Maryland, scooch over a little bit, would you? And get some better focus down this way. So we actually outnumber them here right now at about 1,500 troops. No, don't shoot the skirmisher. Shoot Perry. He is much more important. There you go. Throw back all this stuff. Like, has anyone not broke a... So, like, McLaurin, you have not broke a skirmisher off. Need to get some vision. We need some vision. Here, how far are you going? Why don't you stay back? Alright, there you go. That's some good firing. Ah, look at that. Ooh. Perfect. Yeah, bring yourself out here. Alright, I can see the first line of the stone wall kinda now. Okay. Oh, I wish I could cross right here. But no, we have to go up the side like this. Just gotta try and get around if possible. Remember, assaulting is not my strong suit. No one's ever claimed that I'm a great assaulter, that's for sure. Alright, McLaurin can probably step up a little bit. Alright, luckily we're in pretty gosh darn good cover here in the town, and this is where we want to stay. Because even, yeah, they'll be shooting their batteries too, but we'll be alright. There you go. Fire, fire, fire. Alright, 20 pounder, you can probably stop. Need them guns firing away. I need to be able to see their batteries, because that's what I want to put my 20 pounders firing on. Okay, it says I even still have 100% cover even up to like right here, or at least pretty darn close, which is good. Oh. Oh, McLaurin can't quite reach. Well, he's got Springfields, that's why. So we need to get a little closer. Oh, I've been spotted on this edge. Alright, Perry's coming back, I see. But we're better prepared for him. Especially if he isn't using a bunch of skirmishers to screen for him. Come on, guys. Can you... Of course, you have 1842. Okay, you got Lorenz's. Come on. Take care of this Wilcox fellow for us, please. Grant, get on this edge. Help cover this way. Put some more flanking fire on him, if you would, please, sir. Alright. Want to try and hug this water as best as we can. Alright, we're starting to take a couple shots from a battery somewhere. Probably over here shooting down. Nope. How is this Wilcox guy sitting here? I would think he'd be getting absolutely pummeled. Go figure. Alright, we can actually move up a little bit. So that is what I'm gonna do. Find it annoying that I can't really see this guy. Am I firing at him? I don't know what's happening. Ah, yes, there's the battery. Okay. Alright, so ideally I want to see if I can sneak... I don't know if sneak's the right word, but get up in there while the skirmishers are kind of blocking the fire. If they're kind of like how the... Oh, no, not you. Kind of what they do to me. Perry's just sitting here getting shot away. Go figure. Yeah, because, yeah, see, they got a unit right here. So, if I can kind of have these guys out in front, kind of hopefully screening any potential shots. And if they can stay along the edge... Okay, just... Oops. I just hope we can do it. I hope the game isn't giving me just 2.5 hours to take the heights. I think I get more time than that. I better. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Alright. There we go. Push him off. Fire. How is he still here? Florida Loyalists are doing well so far. Excellent. Alright. Let's save and pause right here. So we kind of did some of the first phase. We at least have gotten to the setup portion. Oh, look at it. See, like, look at that. There's a battery right there. So if we could put all our long-range stuff... Actually, that 14-pound James, I don't know if he can reach. The Whitworth, 4.5 Siege. Moving to target. He can't reach that? Interesting. Oh, he's backing out. That's definitely a unit that we would like to hit. Even my Whitworth was kind of out of range. That surprises me. Well, I was about to say, but I would like to get a round of firing on him just so we can see it. There you go. Just as many of y'all take out that gun as possible, please. Alright, so Darden has at least made it over. Yeah, all in all, this seems to be working pretty well. Alright, anyway, back to what I was saying. Let's call it a break here. And then we'll come back and hopefully start working on this. If we're lucky, there's not a whole lot here. And if we can just break this line, then we get into the woods. Okay, and then we can work down and so on and so forth. Alright, so I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I know it's been a while since we did some Ultimate General. Just want to try and get back in the flow on it. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.